government policies. 23 persons have been rescued, while 8 bodies have been recovered from Sunday's boat incident that claimed 40 passengers in Jigawa State. The incident occurred at Malamawa Yanduse in Ringim local government area, where a wooden boat conveying about 40 passengers, mostly female farmers and laborers, capsized while crossing a waterway. Both accidents have remained a recurring tragedy in riverine communities across Nigeria, particularly during rainy season, often attributed to overloading, failure to use life jackets, and strong current. The public relations officer of the Jigawa State Police Command, SP Shishu Adam, confirmed the latest casualty. He said search and rescue operation team continued for the remaining 9 passengers. A former assistant director of the Department of State Services, Dennis Amakre, has waded into the conflicting accounts of how the Oyo school children and their teachers regained freedom from terrorists. He said both the captives and the federal government account of a rescue operation could be true at the same time. One of the free teachers said terrorists have released them before security operatives arrived to take them home. This differed from the government's earlier position that the release followed a rescue operation involving arrest with no prisoner exchange. He explained that the terrorists may have promised to let the captives go even as troops were closing in around them. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, Gombe State Council, on Sunday congratulated Professor Muazu Shehu on his appointment as the new head of civil service of Gombe State, describing the appointment as well-deserved. The union also felicitated newly sworn-in members, commissioners, members of Gombe State Council, Special Advisor to Government Muhammadu Yaya, and the newly appointed permanent secretary. In a statement issued and jointly signed by the chairman of the council, Farouk Mazo, and the secretary, Shaibu Umar, the NUJ stated that the appointments reflected the governor's commitment to strengthening governance and advancing the state's development agenda. While congratulating the head of service, the union expressed confidence in its ability to provide effective leadership for the state's civil service. 50 young people from the new Kuchingoro and Kuje internal displaced persons camps in Abuja have completed a 10-week social entrepreneurship program aimed at equipping them with business, digital, and leadership skills to improve their livelihoods. The training, organized by the Initiative for Social Inclusion and Grassroots Literacy in partnership with Amala Education, graduated 20 participants from each camp following ceremonies held on July 17th and 18th. The program, which commenced in May, exposed participants to entrepreneurship, opportunity identification, innovation, waste to wealth and recycling, leadership development, digital literacy, financial management, business planning, and drug abuse prevention through practical sessions, mentorship, and enterprise stimulations. Speaking at the graduation, founder and chairman of ISGIL, Oluyomi Owoseye, said the initiative demonstrated the potential of displaced youth when given access to education and skills development. 8 people died and 9 others were injured in a crash during an evangelical gathering in Burundi's largest city, Bujumbura. Saturday's night tragic incident happened at a school where prominent Burundian preacher Chris Ndukonama was appealing to the event attended by thousands of people. Eyewitnesses and police said a wall at the exit gate collapsed as worshippers jostled to leave the venue as the preaching ended late at night, with some being trampled in the crash. Neither Nkunama nor the event organizers have publicly commented on the incidents. The U.S. military says it launched another round of strike against Iran to further degrade its capabilities to attack ships in the Strait of Hormuz. The strike, the 10th consecutive night of attacks, come after US President Donald Trump vowed to punish Iran for the death of US soldiers. Trump earlier said Iran had been hit very hard the previous night in honor of the 3 soldiers that were killed recently, 2 in Jordan and 1 in Iraq. In response to the latest wave, Iran said it struck 2 oil tankers in the waterway, as well as a military asset in Bahrain and Kuwait. State news agency IRNA reported. President Masoud Pezeshkian said Iran was now fighting a full-scale war with the US. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, said they have targeted infrastructure belonging to the US company Amazon in Bahrain, according to state media. Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan have appeared in a federal courtroom in Miami, marking the beginning of an extradition proceedings to the UK over a slate of new charges that includes rape and sex trafficking. Speaking after the court hearing, a lawyer for the brothers said they will fight extradition. The thirds have been held in a Florida jail since their arrest after the Crown Prosecution Service (CPS), which prosecutes criminal cases in England and Wales, announced 30 new charges against them. The Tate brothers, who arrived Florida in 2025 after departing Romania, where they faced similar charges, have reportedly denied any wrongdoing in court. The pair wore light brown prison uniforms and were handcuffed and shackled at the waist and ankles. Yemen Houthis have announced a maritime embargo against Saudi Arabia. The Iran-backed group military spokesman said it will begin immediately, and it was a retaliation for a Saudi blockade of ports and airports in Houthi-controlled northwestern Yemen. He gave a few details about the embargo. About a Houthi media official said they were closing to a Bab al-Mahab Strait, the Red Sea's southern gateway to Saudi vessels. In response, Saudi Arabia Foreign Ministry condemned the allegation, vowing that the country will take all necessary measures to protect its ship in accordance with international law. Potential Houthi threat to Red Sea shipping could further delay damage global economy. The Red Sea has become crucial for oil shipments from Saudi Arabia during the US-Israeli war with Iran, which has led to the effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz in the Gulf. US President Donald Trump has imposed a 50% tariff on a wide range of goods imported from Canada in a retaliation to what he called unequal treatment of US cars, dairy, and alcohol. Everyday consumer items like wine, hockey sticks, and industrial goods such as cement are among the goods targeted. However, several key exports will be spared, such as energy, potash, critical mineral, and fish. Prime Minister Mark Carney responded by saying Canada stood to intensify the trade talks with the US in the coming weeks. The White House said the duties will take effect in 30 days, and it marks a major escalation in trade tensions between the Northern American neighbors. That is it on the news at noon. I remain Rachel Epaphras. Bye for now.
In a world where information inspires change, growth, peace, and development, Kwararafa TV is proud to be your trusted source.